Hey Chelsea, glad you could make it. Yeah, glad you could catch the live too. We are at the Minnesota State Fair today. Hello everybody. We're going to be walking around the fair. I brought a remote battery, so everybody should be proud of that one. It is August 22nd, 2024. We got time to explore. There's some sort of horse show going on inside the Coliseum there. We're gonna walk through the cow barn and then go over and see where some of the musicians are and more of the crowds are, more of the food type area. I think the livestock is a big part of it. I love the livestock.
No way! You're gonna be a flight attendant? Yeah.
But a lot of people get really excited about the food at the fair. Yeah, Chelsea says can't wait to move to St. Paul next year. Yeah, that'll be exciting. Next year, this time, you'll be able to come to the fair on your own. See all the stuff in the flesh. Smell the hay. Watch the cows eat. I think if you're daring enough, you can even pet them. But I don't want it to bite me, so I'm not going to pet it. Yeah, look, she's petting the cow. Yeah, the food is definitely a highlight for me. I think it's really cool seeing all the animals that people raise and seeing all the young kids, the high school kids, the teenagers alongside these animals that they've raised over the years. And whenever you're walking through these during the day, there's always passed out kids next to their animals, and it's just this like really kind of sweet relationship that they have. Something that they put all this time and effort into. It's kind of cool. The food is sort of the star of the show here. I was here this morning before I went back to work and recorded the regular video that I do every year at the fair, walking through all the grounds. I think it almost came out to about 3 hours this year, so pretty long one uploading right now. Probably gonna have to remove a bunch of copyrighted music because I walked through the Midway area, and that'll be up in 4K in the coming days. I think people have been out here since 6 a.m. if I remember correctly. And then the food and stuff starts opening around 9. I used to have a coworker who said that their grandfather would always come out, and they tried to be one of the first people in whenever they would come to the fair. And it was their goal to get in early enough to hear all of the roosters crowing when they would come in. And that was their tradition. And she was like, I was just like a kid and thought it was so frustrating and so annoying. Whoa, we got the red, white, and blue goat out. Here is, oh, the largest boar is up. When I was in earlier, this guy was sleeping. This is the largest boar, 3.5 years old, a purebred Yorkshire, 950 pounds. Look at the size of this guy. Absolute unit. I think I'm a little. Oh my gosh. Wait, you got some balls. Yeah, Chelsea says, how's the weather? The weather is wonderful right now. This morning it was great. And then when I was recording it went from being like beautiful and sunny to some clouds rolled in. And then we got some light rain, a little bit of rain in the afternoon, which cleared out some of the crowds, I think, because it was packed earlier. When I was walking through here earlier, this area straight ahead was shoulder to shoulder people. It's hard to get through sometimes when it's like that. So it is lightened up a bit, as it does in the evenings. I think the daytimes are the busiest time at the fair. Chelsea says in the south it has been 90 plus every day. That's how it's going to be here on Monday. I think it's going to be 92, which very hot day at the fair. So you have all these high school and teenage kids that have raised up these animals who are now get to come out and present them and get them judged. And then you see when you're walking around here, not as much right now, but earlier in the day you'd see like little kids who would see these and just be, you know, if you're from the city, you don't see animals like this out and about, and they'd be like, oh my goodness, there's just this cow right there. You know, one of the kids is crying. Oh, this kid got top 5. That's awesome. The pig barn in past years has been really stinky. Oh, I guess we didn't like go too much through that pig area. I don't know, we got time. It's not as stinky as it used to be in the past. I remember in the past I used to come into this pavilion where they have all the pigs, and it would just be, you could hardly breathe because it was so stinky. It's not bad at all today. I mean, it smells like hay, but what do you expect? She's cutting up the sheep. Releasing this pig. What do we got going on here? Just tapping it. It's not gonna like charge me, is it? We got a pig on the move. Yeah, so the food I had today, the food the star of the show, there was a new mini donut. It was a cookie butter crunch mini donut. So it was mini donuts with the regular sugar you get on it. And then they added cookie butter, like the speculoos butter. But because they put the word crunch in there, I was expecting like a crunchy element to it, and it wasn't really there that much for me. So I couldn't get that out of my head. So it was just like a really sweet mini donut. It was really tasty, but I wanted like little cookie pieces or something to give me that crunch. That was pretty good. I probably wouldn't get it again, but it was good. I'd probably just get regular mini donuts. This Gopher Dairy Bar, very popular spot. And milkshakes, huge hit. I think that one's better than the milk booth up ahead. And then what else did I get? I got a churro filled with Nutella, which was fantastic. Definitely would get that one again. It was really good. It was pretty much what it sounds like, but executed really well. Like the Nutella was not melting all over the place, which was my main concern, that it was gonna be too hot, so you have like dripping molten Nutella. Was not the case. And then just now when I got back, I had, I think it's called like the banana bee's knees pie or something. I'm gonna go look at it and see what the name was. But it's like a deep fried dough filled with banana and honey. Oh, it was so good. One of the better things I've ever had here. I love that sweet and savory mix. And like the honey with the fried dough. You can add a scoop of ice cream to it. I didn't, and it was still great. There is a lot of horse poop right here.
Heads up, guys, heads up.
Heads up, they're coming out. Watch them go.
Oh, sorry.
All good. Hey, Slimy Cheesecake was here earlier today. Awesome. Maybe I was walking around recording earlier. Maybe you ended up in that video. We'll see. I'll have that up in the coming days, and you can watch it and see if we ran into each other. It was so nice earlier. Chelsea Wright says, is Walt speaking at the fair? Walt speaking at the fair? I don't believe so. I would be very surprised if he doesn't at least show up at like the DFL booth and shake some hands and give some high fives and hype up the crowd, but I think he requires such a security convoy now that things are going to be different. He was here every year in the past, and all your mayors and politicians come out and meet with people. It's always fun. But now that he's the vice presidential candidate, he's got a whole different life to live, and him and his family's life are changed forever. So I guess if they lose next year, he'll probably be able to come back and it'll be relatively normal for him. But for now, can't really mingle in public the way he could before. All right, so here's this. Highly recommend that one if you come to the fair. I've only had 3 things here this year, but my favorite I've had so far, one of my favorite I've had, it's here inside the Coliseum, which I don't normally get food in. Slimy Cheesecake says they were wearing a shirt that said, "Warning, this person loves gin soul." Cool, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Well, now that you said it, if anybody's watching along and then watches the video, they're gonna know who you are. Your cover is blown. You got the sheep building over here. I just had an iced tea, an icy, and a Korean corn dog when I went. Oh, I saw that Korean corn dog booth. That one's getting a lot of hype. I think that's a really popular new one. And it had a super long line when I went by, but most things did. Oh, there's the icy. Did you just get the regular Korean corn dog or one of the special ones? I saw some people talking about one that I think had like the crunch on it and some cheese and Cheeto dust. G says, are you humans or robots? I consider myself a human, I think. I don't know. My wife says I talk like a robot sometimes. I don't have a lot of inflection in my voice. Slimy says, I also took a bite out of family members' food as well. That's the way to do it. I was here earlier just kind of recording that video, and now I'm here by myself now. I'll be here with my family another day. But when you come with a group, whether it's a bunch of friends or family or whatever, you get to try so much more stuff. It's fun to come by yourself when you're just like looking at stuff like this, so you can see what you want to see. You don't have groups pulling everybody in every which direction if there's something you're really excited to see. Like the fine arts building. I would love to go through and see everything inside that building, see all the art that people made, but it's kind of hard to do that with young kids because they don't really want to go to the Midway or whatever, or go eat food. Look at these little guys. Look at them go. Everybody came to the fair hungry. How cute.
Watch your hands, buddy.
The Popeyes chicken sandwich, oh no. Yeah, it's always a little weird, like, especially right here. So there's the poultry building straight ahead. Alex Jinsol says, is it bad I find those buildings boring? Education, fine arts, 4-H? No, not at all. Like, everybody's got things that they enjoy. If you just want to come to the fair and eat food and hang out with your friends and ride the rides, like, that is your life to live. There's no, you don't have to be forced to look at animals. Like the grandstand straight ahead, inside there, I realized today I didn't walk through there at all, and I made almost a 3-hour video, and I was like, yeah, just don't tend to have a good time in there. It's just like all stuff for sale, and like, it just feels like I'm looking at booths. Yeah, the sky glider, the rides, the arcade, that's all fun stuff. All you can drink milk stand still kind of freaks me out. After 7 years in Minnesota, still is weird to me. But yeah, so behind us, there's, I didn't go over there because there's a DJ, I didn't want to get that music blasting in here. But there's like this, the poultry booth, so where you see all the like the turkeys and the prize turkeys that they have built in there, and then right outside you can get a massive turkey leg. I'm like, kind of weird positioning. But whatever. Slimy Cheesecake won 100 tickets at the arcade. Do you get to turn those in for anything, like at Dave & Buster's, or how does that work? Nice. Just posted a video of the Sky Glider on your YouTube channel. Everybody go to Slimy Cheesecake's YouTube channel and check out that sky glider video. I saw the video of Tim Walls riding that with his daughter a few years back. It was awesome. I recorded someone riding it earlier today because it's so cool. Eventually you can get the big prize. My neighbor, we were hanging out the other day and he had this drone and he was flying, like his kid was playing with a drone. I'm like, oh, you bought your kid a drone? And he's like, no, we didn't get him a drone. We went to Dave & Buster's or whatever, and they ended up having the they hit one of those like coin games where you can win a bunch of tickets by like knocking coins off a ledge or something, and they ended up winning like thousands of tickets, and they got this drone.
Installer.
Super cool. Whoa. Yeah, the massager gun. These are all like the intense rides. You got your bike parking straight ahead? There's bike parking on both sides of the park. What I do is I will ride up in my car and go park in one of the like neighborhoods across the freeway, so a little ways away, and then get on a Lime bike and ride over here, and it's a few dollars and makes it easy to get back and forth. I did the park and ride last year, and one of the times it worked out really well. The other time ended up taking forever. Slimy says, I can go fast on rides, but can't go upside down rides. Could never go on those. Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about for the Sky Guide. No, this is the slingshot. You're right. Yeah. The jumbo jump, maybe. That little one there. Yeah, the park and ride is definitely cool if you got a bigger group too. And if you go to the right one. I went to one in kind of by Highland Park area, and it ends up being like a 35-minute bus ride, which like at the end of the night doesn't, like on the way there it's fine. At the end of the night I'm just like, I want to go back. Oh no, Slimy got a scar on their arm due to a ride at the Midway. A great voluntary get-together. Sure. Not Highland Park, Highland Bridge. Highland Park is in Bloomington, right? Is Highland Park in St. Paul? I don't know. There's Highland Park, which is like Highland Hills down in Bloomington. That's a cool spot. That would be a long, pretty long park and ride. Cheesecake falls off the Sky Glider. Might be going to the fair tomorrow. Yeah, should be a good day for it. I think later this week it's gonna get pretty hot. Tomorrow should still be mellow. Right? I don't know, is the forecast called, did they change it? Last I saw it looked like it was still gonna be good. Yeah, Slimy says it was rainy today. I left when it started raining earlier. Went, did some work, and then came back. Before it started raining, it was very nice though. Not too hot or anything. No. I was gonna go up here, but it looks like it closes at 7. Oh well. If I come back another day, we'll go up there. Oh, you did karaoke when you were here. Fun. I didn't even know there was karaoke here. Did you have the deep fried ranch dressing? I've seen a lot of hype about that one. Oh, look at this light. We got the sunset coming in here. So the slimy cheesecake couldn't find the booth. It is at Lulu's, which is kind of up by the Blue Barn. We're gonna head up that way right now. Look at the Midway with that sunset. Slimy cheesecake might be coming back on the 27 with their aunt. Yeah, it feels like you eat so much and you do so much and when you're here, but there's so much to do. You can spend so much time here. Very easy to get a few days. Yeah, I want to come back and ride more rides. It's really fun this time of day. If you're like hanging out with a group of friends, drinking your alcohol or whatever. There's all kinds of different beers. There's bands at all these different booths. The Pronto Pup, which is the Minnesota State Fair original, right? Not to be confused with the corn dog. Gin Soul said they got a Tinder ad. Oh. On what not to do at the State Fair, yeah. Wait a little bit. Maybe when it gets a little darker, we'll go into the Midway and I'll just mute the audio for a little bit. Did you do the Sky Ride, this one in front of us here, or the other one? I rode on this one last year, but I haven't done the other one before. Just the fried pickles. We got Becky G playing at the grandstand today. That'll be a fun one.
And I'm like, do you want to talk about theory?
I wouldn't be staying either.
Ah, the other one, all right. I I like Jin Soul says there's this anime shop with so much anime stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of cool different shopping and different places around here. A lot of stuff to buy, stuff to see. It's interesting, there's so many different ways that people experience the fair. Like someone comes here and gets a bunch of chalk from Chalk Box. The chalk block. Some people come and they just want to find anything where they can spin a wheel and hopefully win a prize.
Like
Whatever
Nick,
the
are you gonna
prize is.
get that,
Just keep spinning. All right, so here's the Nordic waffles. Still a pretty long line, even at like 7:30. It was about 2 to 3 times that long this morning. The pickle lemonade. I was at Lake Harriet this weekend. I was on a bike ride with one of my kids and we went over to Bread and Pickle on Lake Harriet and I had a pickle lemonade there. He did not like it, but I liked it. It was a good way to start off state fair season by getting a pickle lemonade.
We try, basically what we do as glass blowers is we try to get the glass to do what we want, but a lot of times it doesn't listen to us, so we gotta force it to do what we want. So we've got a lot of different tools, we've got a lot of different equipment. So this equipment looks very different from our home studio equipment. We've got an all-in-one furnace and heating chamber, otherwise known as the glory hole. And yes, that is the technical term. Okay, I'm not just making this up. That would be weird. But at our home studio, we have 2 furnaces that stay on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and about 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit. We have 4 workstations with glory holes, and then we've got some annealing ovens.
They got 4 glory holes, huh? Learn something new every day. I wanted to tell the news people to stand Luna. All right, so this is where you get the deep fried ranch. The line is fine compared to what it was earlier. We've got the Shells stage. You can tell all of Minnesota to stand Luna. We slather ranch on everything here. Is it even actually ranch? I think it's like cream cheese with ranch seasoning. But yeah, it's essentially ranch, or ranch adjacent to say the least. Oh, the patata frita, Pakaciowicz. Saw that on was watching all the Instagram reels from Axios and all the Twitter feed from Star Tribune going out and looking at all the different foods that they were eating to get tips for when I come back and start hitting the food stands hard. I don't actually slather everything in ranch. That's gonna have to be Gin Soul over there speaking for themselves. On September 8th, Art MS is coming up to Minneapolis to perform. Cool. This is the Blue Barn. We got peanut butter bacon cakes, Choco bananas. Oh, it's a drink. I gotta get away from there before YouTube gets mad at me for being around music. The Blue Barn is in fact a blue barn. Who would have guessed? Entry. Yeah, Caden, who likes filming. Wow, what a creative title. Yeah, you know, they're about as creative as me. They just very a bit bland and straightforward, but that's how it goes sometimes. Saw all of the Minnesota Gopher college football team walking around out here earlier. I think they come out on the first day of every year too. It's like a tradition for them to come around and be seen. Wonder what's for dinner? Yeah. Lots of good dinner options. I was looking at the fry bread taco, but then I thought I might get that another day when I come. And sweet heat bacon crunch. Let's eat the fairgoers. Which one? You find one, I'll eat them. Let's go on the sky ride. We got a drone over here. You see it up there? Droning about. Yeah, the pro tip is to bring a little cash because there's a lot of credit card surcharges. 3% adds up a little bit. Hey, just one.
One white?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Hi. Two one ways.
There we go. Thank you. Here we go. We are gonna hop on the sky ride. Hey, Slimy Cheesecake says, wish I could meet you someday. Maybe someday we'll have a walking Minnesota meetup. We'll all hang out somewhere. And we got JP82. How we doing, JP? Yeah, the two one-ways was, they had two people, two individuals going one way. Oh, look at that blue barn in the sunset. It's blue, it's a barn, and it's a blue barn. The stroller parking, what if you just go one way? These ones have windows, so the other one actually might be better for recording. Oh well. The Sky Glider is better than the Sky Ride. Uh-oh, I have made a horrible mistake. Can I use this same ticket for the glider? No, it says Sky Ride on it. Ambitious says, I've never been on the Sky Ride before. I'm planning on going this year. Well, you get a preview right now. Here we go. Hey. Oh, here we go. All right, we're getting a green one.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, we're in. Here we go. We are sky riding. Slimy says the Sky Ride makes me claustrophobic. It's all right with just one person. For me, it's not too bad, but I could see if you had a couple people in there, it would be a bit claustrophobic. There's your grandstand. Ricky says, I hope I can go this year. Yeah, hopefully you can find the time and make it happen. State fair is always so fun. No smoking. Oh, we're coming over the giant slide. Ambitious says this looks awesome. Yeah. And then Cheesecake says wanted to go on this today. Minnesota State Fair is so beautiful at sundown. I agree. I think I came during the evening for the first time last year. I know definitely if I hadn't been during the evening for years, and it's just a different experience. It's so nice, it's so much less crowded, the lines are shorter, there's live music everywhere you turn. Vibes are great. And we have our beautiful agriculture building, which I love, that you can't see very well through the little grate. Oh, there's karaoke in the food building. Shame on me for thinking there was just food in there.
I like the stabilizer you got.
Yeah, thank you. See, it's a phone on a stick, right? There we go. Thank you. Thank you. You too.
You don't have to come run.
And that's the Sky Ride. This is one of my favorite things at the fair. I think it's pretty underrated. The crop arts obviously gets a lot of attention, but I love the scarecrow art. It's so fun. It's so weird. What is going on here? This is nightmare fuel. That is the first prize in Class 5 for the team entry. I like this one, the smelt one. The Magic Smelt Puppet Troupe. The fair. Fair. Yeah, the bees. There's bees over here. Were these two in cahoots? Roy and Lindsay. I think they know each other. They have the same last name. And the Eiffel Tower. Because why not? Where are the bees? Are we supposed to go see the bees? It is beautiful in here. I love the floral art and the displays. Walked through there for a bit earlier. Let's go see what the bees are up to. Jessica Moore says, horticulture, it's a lot less busy in there than it was earlier today. Yeah, I was in here earlier and it was a madhouse. I think the crop art line came out to like this beautiful pink tree. You want to eat the bees? I'm not sure that's a good idea. Maybe eat their honey. And no trip to the state fair would be complete without the one and only iconic Minnesota State Fair crop art show. Yeah, Slimy says they went there around 9 and it was busy. I got here around 9:30 and it was crazy in here. I think I got in here maybe around 10:30, 11, and yeah, I think as busy as I've ever seen it. Yeah, Coraline. If you eat the bees, you won't be able to go to the anime store at the International Bazaar. Oh, that's where the anime is, over there. It's right around the corner. Oh, so these are the kids ones, so through age 12. Some of them are up to age 16. Oh, we got probably a brother and sister here. Swifties for Harris, Swifties for Walt. Lots of young kids hyped for the Swifties and the Walls and Free Palestine. Is that a Kamala Harris Statue of Liberty? Sure, why not? When I see the line for crop art. There we go. Jin Soul says, I'm not judging, but a lot of the crop art is very political. Yeah, I think that's part of the tradition from my understanding. I don't know, I feel like every year there's at least some political messaging, typically left-leaning, in the crop art. I also want to do seed crop art, but I wouldn't know what to make. Make like an anime thing. Find one of the anime characters that you like and make seed art out of it, and you got a whole year to practice. And I mean, they were accepting applications up to like a couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly, because some of those were like the Harris Wall stuff that just got announced 2 weeks ago or so. So how quickly does life come at you? Yeah, make the profile pic there. There's all sorts of different categories. You can do it with just seed, you can do it with dyed seed.
We're gonna walk.
You have up ahead. Hey, there we go. How's it going, guys? You have the worst thing I've ever had at the fair right here at this building, and I'm so surprised they brought it back. The crispy lutefisk steam bun. I think 1 year was good for that one. I'm interested to see how many units of that they move. All right, so we're in the International Bazaar. Let's find this anime store. Look at this encouragement from Slimy. I believe in you, Jinsol. That's what we love to see. And then you got food reviews and fun things. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hey, food reviews. Good evening. Welcome to the Minnesota State Fair. Midtown Global Market is one of those things that every time I'm here, I'm like, why would I get something from Midtown Global Market? It's so close to my house. And then whatever they have at the booth, I'm like, wait, I haven't had that since last year, so maybe that's a me problem. On the right side of the place.
That's how you know. Definitely over 100.
El Burrito Mercado, Mangfold's Cart. Cool, is that at the, is Art MS performing at the Uptown Theater then? Irish. Food review says, I think the last time I was there was about 35 years ago. Yeah, probably a lot of ways that it's similar and a lot of ways that it's pretty different. Oh, there we go. There's the dragon on the sign. I think it's just Oriental is what it's called, right? We made it! This is where Slimy got half of the posters in their room. How cool is that? Totoro! Here we go, got all the posters in here. Cool spot. Thanks for pointing that out. Glad I stopped there. Got the Union Mun Kitchen. Oh, looks like they're sold out of a bunch of stuff already. vibing in there. Yeah, some of the people are waving at me. I think some people are waving at other people, but I think super often, like when I first started doing this, I was really like intimidated because like it's kind of weird walking around and just like recording stuff and you're like recording people and their surrounding, and I see why that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and I was pretty uncomfortable doing it at first. But now over the years I've realized like tons of people will smile and wave, and people who don't want to be a part of it will duck out and give me the finger or ask me to cut them out, and I'll do it. This right here, the Minnesota apple thing, they got these cider freezes, cups of cider. It is so refreshing on a hot day at the fair when you're out here and you've had all this like heavy fried food, all this super intense stuff. One of my favorite things to do is come in here and get like the cool freeze or the cup of cider, or they have the First Kiss apple sometimes, which is just like this really good variety of apple. And it really cuts that like intensity of the cheese curd and all the different things that aren't so healthy for you, but are very delicious. Give apple. Let me grab one. The vegetable and potato competition. Who's got apple? This was closed earlier when I came here. They were still judging it. Hey, Rulco says, chiming in from the west coast of Canada. One of my friends I will visit one day always tells me about the state fair. Thanks for helping with my research. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, glad to take you to a place that you might not find yourself in regularly and give you a look at something a little different. A new place in the world and something that you're a little familiar with, but give you a new increased familiarity. We got these giant pumpkins from the Most Sincere Pumpkin Patch. Look at the size of these things. Largest cabbage.
Liz, I'm shocked that you haven't grown.
I mean, that pumpkin kind of steals the show, but this cabbage is awesome. And the cucumber. You can easily get an apple at the grocery store. Hey, it's not the same, all right? It is not. Random sky glider video. These peppers. people were in shock by the size of that pumpkin that came around the corner. Holy cow. Oh, here's the Haunted Mansion. Have any of you ride goers ever been in the Haunted Mansion? I've never been inside here. A little too spooky for me. Hey, I'm sure the random Skyglider video was a great video. I'll try to remember and watch it later. If I watch this back with the sound on, I'll definitely switch once I mention it and watch it.
We got a hustle because they're going right.
I think we just witnessed some sort of like Super Friends uniting thing. The river raft ride. Oh yeah, there used to be a river raft ride, didn't there? I forgot about that. That was like just a few years ago.
He's maybe the best one. That
Even in the time that I've been coming here, not recording, but in the time I've been visiting, that used to be here.
So what's
You got bingo and the statue dedicated to the women of Minnesota. Gopher Hockey says, hello from Duluth. Hello, Gopher Hockey. Hello. Hopefully it is a nice day up in Duluth. Yeah, do you know why they got rid of that ride? I had completely forgotten about that. One of those things that like you see a handful of times and then eventually it just kind of completely drops out of my memory. Yeah, Gopher says, perfect night for the state fair. Tom Thumb's Donuts here. Oh, Ye Old Mill. I went on Ye Old Mill, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I think. I think I took my kid on there because they really wanted to go on it. This is like the oldest ride here or whatever. It's like a little tunnel of love type thing. Yeah, the river ride is perfect for a hot day. Now they have those like giant slingshot things that shoot you up in the air. Was that this arcade over here? There's this one and then the other one over kind of by the butterfly thing. The playland at the fair. Yeah, I've never been in that one. All right, let's go to the other one. There's the giant slide. Hey, Erica McCamey says, love your streams and videos. You're helping us decide where to move in Minnesota. Awesome. Love to hear that sort of thing. We got this one. One thing I dislike is that I eat the heavily fried food at the state fair or my stomach hurts. Yeah, it's super easy to get a tummy ache here. Even the toughest soldiers get a tummy ache at the state fair. The river raft, Gopher Hockey says the river raft closed due to the owners retiring. Thanks, Google. Awesome, that was, do you know what year that was? This guy. Well, congrats on them retiring. I'm surprised they didn't like sell it or something, but who knows?
There's a different one. I didn't like the one that was
Sorry about that. The fair during the day is great, but something about all the different booths lit up and the neon signs, the evening air and that summer air is just so nice. It's so cool. You see people walking by with giant stuffed animals that they won. Oh, 2022, super recently. I think that was the first year I recorded a state fair video, so missed out by 1 year. Laura Buckle says, fun to watch, wish I could be there. We'll have to see if the Jason Show is doing shows from there. Yeah, probably at some point, right? I think they typically do, right? I don't know. Really sets the mood. Yeah. Wow, this guy got a corn in each hand. There we go. Never would have thought that a corn roast would be so special and so dear to me before moving to Minnesota. But yeah, it is one of the highlights of the fair is coming here, eating the corn, throwing it into the bin, watching everybody chow down on the delicious salty buttery corn. It's a thing. He's living the good life with the 2 corns there, yeah. Too bad most of my family gets tired easily and forces the people who want to stay to leave. You'll be able to drive or stay on your own or do a park and ride on your own later and can come back home at a later hour. But the day will come. But yeah, absolutely over there. The honey and banana thing that I had today. You always got to get a 1919 root beer over here. I really like the fry bread tacos up here too. Jinsul says, do you think they'll let me call the corn roast corn hub? Probably. What are they going to do? If you give them $4 or $5 or whatever it is for an ear of corn, they will probably give it to you. So this is the arcade that I typically end up at. I've always ended up coming to this one because they have these old photo booths that me and my family always cram into. Oh, we got the old disposable right here. But they have the actual film photo booths in here. You come in here and it takes like 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, it looks like they're all broken right now. We got 3 out of 4 of them are broken right now. Yeah, these old photo booths are so cool. Go. And then here's the Sky Glide. I should have gotten a Tasty Whip. So I don't love the Tasty Whip. A young buck. I went to Hawaii and got the Dole Whip at the Dole Plantation, and it was so good. And then I've had it in the future. I've had it, I guess, in the present, but I had it down the line, and it wasn't as good as I remember. It's still tasty, but I will. It's one of those. Never get back, and probably just remember it being way better than it actually was. So you know how nostalgia likes to deceive us. Hey, Slimy got a caricature from there. Whoa. Gopher Hockey says, do you ever go to the bazaar? No, so we, well, yes, actually, we were there maybe 30 minutes ago. We walked through there. We found the anime store, looked at some of the different booths. One of the things I really liked, I've always liked to eat at the fair, is the giant fried egg roll. It's always a pretty good one. Here is a photographer friend of mine, Brian Kursky, good, great artist, does a lot of live music, nature, city, sports photography in the Twin Cities. Definitely worth checking out his work. Brian Kursky, C-U-R-K-S-I, or C-U-R-S-K-I. So we're going in here for Gopher Hockey. Here's all the Gopher stuff. The little pig that they won from Wisconsin, I think, or is that Iowa? I don't know. Track and field champions, quick lane bowl. College cheerleading dance team national championship. Cool. Iowa, that's what it was. And then the Wisconsin one is Paul Bunyan's axe, right? Little stuffed goldies. We love Goldie, such a cute mascot.
Hey, Tom. He's watching your live stream right now.
Oh, yeah?
You walk in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom.
Nice. Here we go. Hi, Tom. You got your friend saying hi here. Nice. Love to see it. Last year at the State Fair, wasn't there a photo display for the Mario movie? I believe it, yeah. I don't know, it was a popular movie last year, right? Someone was asking about the crowds here. Today, during the day, I got here at maybe 9 a.m., 9:30-ish. I had a work call at 10 that I was supposed to take, but it got canceled, so I brought my computer and everything, and I was gonna try to find a little corner to hide out in and hopefully just not turn my camera on. But ended up getting canceled like 9, 10 a.m. and by 10:30, 11, it was jam-packed. There were like shoulder-to-shoulder crowds. I did record a video this morning. Someone was mentioning how they like, hearing the crowd chatter and just like hearing the kind of ambient sound of walking through the fair. And so I recorded that. That's without me talking or anything. It's just under 3 hours. And I uploaded that this afternoon, but it's processing. And then once it's done processing, I have to like clip out any copyright violations that I get. So if there's any like music playing that catches the stream, I have to mute that. So we'll see. I would not be surprised to see if we got a first day. Well, I was expecting a first day attendance record today, but then we got a little bit of rain, and because of that rain, I think some people who might have been coming out may not have shown up. So we will see in the morning. They release the attendance the next day every day, right? The Midway. Oh, the giant sing-along. Yeah, that's down here somewhere. Mary says, have $50, spend it quick, overpriced. Don't forget 2020, it's not more affordable. Renaissance Fair is okay. Yeah, the State Fair is not a cheap place to be. I mean, every drink is $5 to $7, and the Midway here is, those rides add up quick. 2-3 minute rides that are $5, and I think some of them, if you have a young kid, they require you to pay, even if you're adult is required. Yeah, it's really easy to spend a lot of money at the fair. They just increase. What was it? 15 to 18, I think. Was it 16 to 18? Yeah, if there's one thing that is constant in life since I was a child, it has been watching prices of things go up. And it's hard to balance. I don't know the books of every business here, of every place, but I want them to be successful. I want them to make money. But I also gotta, survive, keep my head above water, keep those lights on too, right? Yeah, the Renaissance Fair, which Mary is recommending as another option, is pretty cool too, I remember, but very, very cool thing down there in Shakopee. I was considering going down and making a video there at some weekend this year if I can make it out. We will see. Walt's not at the fair, and Harris Moore votes heck no. Okay. I saw this strawberries and cream parfait thing here. Couldn't help but think there's that. Has anybody seen the viral chocolate strawberries in the London market? They're like, you have those chocolate covered strawberries in London. Here we have the cream covered strawberries. Do you think Cheesecake has a hyperfixation on the Sky Glider? I don't know. I don't think we've reached that level yet. I think Cheesecake just enjoyed the Sky Glider. All right, I'm gonna set this down for a second and plug in the battery. But I'm gonna switch out the mic, so it'll just be, yeah, I'm turning off my mic, so it'll just be the phone microphone here. Cheesecake says they rode the red car 105 and they love Mary's movie. See if we're remembering the car we rode on. Maybe we're getting into fixation. There's nothing wrong. You love the Sky Ride, the Sky Glider. That is a perfectly healthy thing to enjoy. Red car 405. Mary's grandma had a stand out there. Diet. Oh, all junk food. No seniors can't afford. The half cheap price. People are homeless, and the people that are condemned to go free and disability free. Huh? All right. Getting even ever serious. A fair greed, that's all to it. You think it's a lot of greed going on? Maybe. Very possible. I heard that that some of these booths are bringing in a ton of money. Like the cookie one. I think she's making a ton of money. Hopefully, hopefully the employees and the family and the management and the leadership there is off. Last year someone threw money off the Sky Glider. Well, if they're up there, tell me, go run underneath it and catch it. I need money. Like Mary said, I need to go get that money if I can afford anything here. I also saw fair at night is gorgeous. Sweet chin soles cookies, huh? I think they'd kick you out if you tried to open up that booth. She's got the Martha's got the cookie monopoly going on here. The cookie market cornered. Mary thinks that population or attendance might be down this year. Oh, that's where I had the, see? That's where they had the Nutella churro. It was fantastic. Highly recommend that one. Probably liked it better than I liked the cookies, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we'll see how attendance goes. I think today will probably be in line with regular first day attendance because of that rain, but this morning was crazy. Yeah, and then Sunday's gonna be really hot, so it should still be okay with it that hot. Monday we'll see. As long as we don't have any full like stormy rainy days, we should get good attendance out here. A lot of energized Minnesotans right now. A lot of frustrated ones too. The weather at the end of this state fair looks amazing. Awesome. We're gonna have a great Labor Day weekend. And then this is where the Cookie Butter Crunch mini donuts were, which were good mini donuts, but the cookie butter lacked the crunch.
You need this so you won't get the
Mary says, don't like people pushing around. Absolutely, yeah. It's that is one frustration, is when it can get to be a bit crowded and people think you just want to be moving slow and want to just plow right through you and push you around or be a little bit rude. Very important to remember. Everybody's having a good time here. Slow down. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully others can do the same. Closing up the Minnesota Wild booth. I think one day last year I did I was in St. Paul around the time when there was a Minnesota Wild hockey game. I have to go out there around those hockey games again this year. There's a good crowd outside, people hanging out, having a good time, good energy. Always enjoy being around people, having fun.
Yeah, I wonder what money.
This is the hangar. Oh, it says there's some new food in here. Let's see what it is. Mary says seniors can't afford it if they can't go. Yeah, it's got to be a place for seniors to get rides out here, right? The Island Hopper, followed out half pineapple filled with charbroiled chicken, glazed with teriyaki sauce, served with steamy white rice, pineapple chunks, topped with green onions and sesame seeds. Sounds great. Well, that will not be mine. Slimy cheesecake is back from eating. The Skyglider did not come crashing down. Go for Hockey says the Wild know how to put on a hockey game. Well, it is the state of hockey, right? I went to, I don't think I went to any Wild games last year, but I did go to PWHL, which was the women's hockey team. We ended up, I think, winning their championship. And that was a lot of fun. I went to their first game. Unfortunately, didn't make it out to anymore. Had a great time there. What did you eat today? So I had the So I had those Cookie Crunch mini donuts. They didn't have a small portion, I was here by myself this morning, but I am now, but I prefer stuff that either has a small portion or to try stuff when I'm with a group, because I end up just throwing some of it out or eat way too. It was marketed as Cookie Butter Crunch, but it did not have like the cookie, like speculoos cookies in it, so it lacked the crunch that I was looking for. So I probably would just get regular mini donuts next time. I got the other sweet thing I had was the churro that we just walked by, the Nutella churro. I thought that was very good. I would get it again. If you like sweets, definitely recommend that. And then I got the deep fried giant egg roll, which I've had in the past, one of my favorite things at the fair. Let me down this time. It was not as good as it's been in the past, but hey, sometimes it doesn't come out. And then I had that honey and banana deep fried. It was like a deep fried pastry with honey and banana, and that was one of my favorite things I've had at the fair. That will definitely be an item that I'll get when I come back, and will encourage others to get. No Prano Pup today. I do love the Prano Pups. Which is what? It's a corn dog with, it's like a corn dog, but it has pancake batter instead of a corn dog, right? Something like that. The cotton candy. Kaden loves cotton candy. So, cotton candy, the flavor is great. My kids have turned me on to cotton candy ice cream, which tastes like cotton candy, but it's like, it's ice cream, and it is so good. I love it. Go for hockey, how many days will you be attending? I currently plan to attend today and one other day. I have a friend who might have an extra ticket. If someone that just doesn't go, and if that happens, I will come back out and film and stream again and hang out that day. Yeah, I don't know if the one I typically get is Tiny Tim or Tom Thumb. It's one of the ones over by, the one that's by the Tunnel of Love ride. Isn't called Tunnel of Love, it's called something else. We were just walking by there earlier. I think I've had Tiny Tim at different events, great mini donuts too. It's just, we end up with Tom Thumb here. I think that's like a tradition from my wife. I'm just gonna blame her. Giant wheel? I've never been on. Mary says, moving, why can't go Sheriff Fletcher and Pat? I think that is referring to Sheriff Fletcher from Ramsey County, who does the YouTube stream live on patrol. Oh yeah, there's fireworks at the end most nights, isn't there? This donut booth, the Amish donuts. The line earlier today was all the way out here up to like the door of the Fine Arts building over here. And for good reason. These donuts are incredible. really quiet over here right now. Oh no, I was gonna show one of the pieces of artwork, but I think this stuff might be closing. Is it 9? 8:53. We got 7 minutes.
I feel like it's there taking the job.
This is the Fine Arts Building. Oh, it's so nice in here right now.
6 minutes.
They said we've got 6 minutes. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger peeler. It was shoulder to shoulder in here earlier. We couldn't really see. They're about to shut it down. Pronto pups. Oh, is the haunted house here open on Halloween? Very interesting. That's cool. Thing directly in front of us, the one that goes up and down, was I think it closed after a couple days last year. But it's back. Cheesecake and it's YouTube. It's called Walking Minnesota. Yeah. It's called Walking Minnesota, yeah, so that's the channel, yeah. Or you go to walkingminnesota.com and I'll link you there. Yeah. Is Twitch the place to be streaming? I only do YouTube, but I know some people use Twitch and TikTok. Maybe I'm old. Yeah, as long as you can find people that'll hang out. We got 66. Kids crappy art. All over the place. It's actually really interesting. Like, so big mix of viewers. A lot of people that are like looking to move to Minnesota or just trying to get like a taste of Minnesota life. A lot of retired people who like can't get out as much or have, for whatever reason, isn't able to go certain places. And I record all over the city and try to get all over the state, but not as much as I like. Yeah, a lot of interesting from all over the world. We get people that are like, "Oh, I dream of moving to Minnesota," and I'm like, "Weird, I live there." It's kind of cool, but
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Pickle pizza. Thinking about this pickle pizza.
Is this the pickle pizza?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at the flag.
It's the pickle pizza. Look at the flag. It says pickle pizza. See, now I'm turning into slimy cheesecake quoting people, right? Yeah, I haven't made a Twitch for myself. I have watched people on Twitch before, more like DJs and stuff like that, but you know, people that just kind of stream on there. I'm sure they do. I ran into a guy in downtown Minneapolis who was streaming, and he had like a super intricate setup. It's kind of cool. I was hoping to go to the Creative Arts building here, but we're not going to have time. X free speech. There is a Walking Minnesota X account. I mostly put the live stream, but lots of pictures from throughout my day biking wherever I go in Minneapolis. And I think that's Walk Minnesota on X or Twitter. And then I have an Instagram, but I barely use that. Wait till kids back in school, less crowded. Yeah, do some of the schools go back this week? Or next week? I know Minneapolis doesn't go back until next week, until after Labor Day. Same with Richfield and some of the other South Metro, but I'm not sure about the state as a whole. Lawsuit against Google, huh? Yeah, I just hope Google and YouTube keep these records that people are putting up on their website up for a long time. If they ever do decide to remove their servers or take anything down for whatever reason, I hope that there's adequate time for us to back them up on other servers, because I think there is historical significance to a lot of these videos that myself and others are making throughout the world on any given day. Because having that ability to look back at this in 10 years will be very interesting. The state fair a little bit, but when we talk about looking at Minneapolis and other places that we end up going, I think we are open till 11 p.m. I thought everything was closing at 9. Move to tacos. This is one of my favorites though. The only reason why I'm not eating this right now is because I know my wife's gonna want to try one when we come out here. So I have to, I don't want to get 2 of them. Well, actually I probably do want to get 2 of them, but I'm fine without getting 2 of them. Oh, it's pizza on a stick, huh? This deep fried Ohio Buckeye is so good. I had one of those a couple years back. It's so intense. It's like this peanut butter chocolate batter, deep fried. Cheesecake's #1 rule: don't mess with the Sky Glider. Mary Pennington has a voting preference. Mac Sports Folding Wagons from ABC Def. When are you going to show the Midway? Oh yeah, let's go over there right now. Good idea. I was actually about to go home, but then you reminded me that I said I'd go to the Midway, so I will go to the Midway. Let's go walk through the Midway, and then maybe I'll get some deep fried ranch before I go home. But we'll see. Thank you for the reminder. I think Jinsel did, in fact, break the skylight behind us. I saw it happen in the video. I know that someone was saying they were doing karaoke in here. I know what you're talking about. It's over there in that room next to it. Yeah. We got Herbivorous Butcher. Shout out Herbie Butcher. And the Mountain Trap Cheese Curds. Horses, when they are please love horse barn, not going to have cows and chicks. Some animals are out, some have needs. Yeah, we looked at some horses and some cows earlier. There was a change this year involving the Miracle of Birth Barn, which is where they have the birthing cows. There's some sort of because of I don't know bird flu or what for one of the potential illnesses. So this is where that karaoke was though, right here. I know what you're talking about. I always forget to come in here. We got coney dogs, beer burritos. Yeah, ABCDF, we are headed to Midway. You can count on me to get distracted, but I do have my battery plugged in. So we should be good to get over there. Battery time. Ballpark Cafe. Hey, there you go, Mary. Never won. Custard. Mary thinks it might have been chicken more than anything else. On top of this asphalt with all the people around you.
I'll happily oblige.
Lively over here. Gopher hockey is much more lively up in this area. Definitely over there where everything was closed and it was more like the daytime type activities. Here you got music everywhere, you got drinks, you got food, all kinds of stuff. Another pronto pup booth. They were just like leaning forward. Thought I was about to get something all over my shoe there. Oh yeah, the Midway is where it's at right now. Yeah, straight ahead. Got the Midway here. Definitely is like everything that is cool about the state fair at night is cool about the Midway. It's just the lights, the energy. Fight? Did I miss a fight? Oh, you're giving that to me. I was like, all right, here we go. Saw somebody hyping up this cheese curd booth here a while ago. Was not where it's at. All right, I'm gonna mute the sound here for a couple minutes. I'm walking through the Midway here right now, and unfortunately a bunch of these, they're all playing different music, and it will give me copyright strikes from YouTube, so I gotta mute it. Copyright violation. talking about the conversations that they expected to be hearing, right? So much. Even if the game is rigged though, you can still have a good time, right? Of course the games are rigged.